Good evening, Team 6-3. My name is Lieutenant Paterka, and I'm here today with our Battalion S1, Captain Glandon, and tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the Voting Assistance Officer program that we have within our ranks. Ma'am, I do have a question for you. Why is it important for our soldiers to vote?
Absolutely, great question. So the ability to vote is both a privilege and a responsibility. So we as service members actually serve to defend this right, and so it's important that we take advantage of this opportunity to have our voices be heard.
Absolutely, team. It's very important that we practice this right that we fight for every single day, and why we wear this uniform. And it's a vehicle to get your voice heard. Thank you, ma'am. And also, I did want to ask, how do we vote? Not only in this COVID environment, but a lot of our soldiers are away from home. So how do you vote? How do you vote in this setting?
Absolutely. So considering that many of us, as Lieutenant Paterka said, do reside outside of our voting jurisdiction, what we are able to do is complete the federal postcard application, the FPCA, either manually, it's also called the SF Form 76. You can complete it manually and mail it in to our local election offices, or you can go online to the fvap.gov website and use their online tool to complete the form. And many states will allow you to email that form in to register to vote and request an absentee ballot, or you can fax that document.
Wow. I had no idea all this information existed, team. So where do I find all this information out? Like, who do I go to in my company to be able to learn more about this?
Most definitely. So your battalion voting assistance officers are myself, Captain Glandon, and Staff Sergeant Earl, both part of the S1 shop. And for your company, unit voting assistance officers for HHC, we have Second Lieutenant Wise, First Lieutenant Bela, and First Lieutenant Lambert.
Okay.
In Alpha Company, it is Staff Sergeant Carter and Second Lieutenant Bruns. For Bravo, First Sergeant Beatty and First Lieutenant Swartz. And then lastly, with Charlie, we have First Lieutenant Edwards and Sergeant First Class Yonker. So definitely encourage you to utilize those individuals to answer any of your voting related questions.
Well, you heard it straight from the Spur One's mouth. We can go to our company voting assistant officers who can rightfully and gratefully assist us. I did also want to ask, so where do I find information about my state and local voting procedures?
Yes, so in addition to your voting assistant officers, your company voting assistance officers, or your two battalion voting assistance officers, you can also once more go to the FVAP website. Again, that's the Federal Voting Program website, and through there they have information on your local election offices, exactly phone numbers that you can use to contact individuals there, along with the email addresses and physical addresses to mail off your federal postcard application, should you so choose. Also, each of your VAOs have a voting assistance guide that they can use to reference that information, but always encourage you to go check out the fvap.gov website.
And team, once again, that's fvap.gov, and that's where we can find all of our information in regards to voting. Ma'am, I think that does all my questions for this evening, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us about how our soldiers can vote throughout our ranks. Hey team, if you guys have any voting questions, reach out to your VAOs. We highly encourage it. It's not something that every country has the right or the privilege to be able to do. That's all I've got, Team 6-3. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Watch it not have been recorded the whole entire time.
I would die.